Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're yapping about picks 21 from 32 from the 2025 NFL Draft. Giving grades, breaking them down. Let's go. At pick 21, the Pittsburgh Steelers took Derrick Harmon, defensive tackle. This player has been injured throughout the season, but you have been able to see his impact on that defensive line when he is available. Him and Cam Hayward, you already know he's going to be the next Cam Hayward. It's inevitable. It's the Steelers. He's totaled 16 pressures, 3 sacks, over 300 snaps. For snaps, it's pretty surprising as a pass rusher, as he's meant to be a run stopper. His bread and butter is his run-stopping ability. People will be mad at this pick, mainly because they still needed a quarterback, and Jaxson Dart was available. And many people, including myself, thought the Steelers would have taken Jaxson Dart here. But man, I'm on the side, we're building the trenches. You can never go wrong, especially as with a team like the Steelers. They're getting old at the defensive tackle position. They need future assets at that position. Jonathan Taylor had his worst game of the season against this front, as Harmon's impact was inevitably noticeable there, as we'll see in some of these clips. But overall, I'm going to have to give this pick a B because he's playing with one of the greats. And this defensive line class, man, it is for real. These guys are just getting better and better the more they play. It's been insane. At pick 22, we had the second running back taken off the board by the Chargers, Omarion Hampton. Before his injury, he was in the midst of an all-out breakout. He was cooking. He was touching the ball probably, it was 15 to 20 times a game. He was a 3-down back playing all the time with Justin Herbert and the Chargers. He totaled 450 yards on 86 touches. Good for 5.2 yards per touch. That is an elite level. That's near Jonathan Taylor levels. Another stat, he was forcing the same amount of missed tackles as Jonathan Taylor before his injury. This was a prospect that you saw, you're like, dang, he is going to be thrown into a 3-down role and he's going to kill it. It was a tough first couple weeks, but you saw him keep it rolling. He should come back for this playoff run. And man, given where they picked him, this is an A. He's going to be there for a long time. He's a 3-down back. It should be worth that pick. At pick 23, the Cheesehead selected Matthew Golden, the first round rookie receiver since you could remember for the Packers. And man, it's gone just how you expect it to go for a Packers wide receiver. He's in a place where there's so much competition, he can't find his role. There's been some plus sides. He is one of the best players in the league separating against man. He's actually third in all of football in separation against man coverage. He's filled Jaden Reed's gadgetish role, I'd say, since he's been hurt. But it's been hard for him to find a sustainable snap count and role. And it's only going to keep getting harder. As Dobbs is back, he's healthy. Jaden Reed's soon to be back. Savion Williams has a role. Christian Watson's back. Dontavian Wicks has been in and out of the lineup. And himself. You can't play all those receivers out there. You can't. You can only play at max 4 usually. Especially with a tight end out there and a running back. It's a crowded receiver room. He's totaled 32 touches for 330 yards. There's been a lot of misplays. But hey, he hasn't broken out. He hasn't found his role. And that's what makes me scared about this pick. It's been a decent amount of games. He's had injuries where he's been able to find a role and he hasn't sustained one yet. This has to be a D. He needs to improve and find a role, or else it's a wasted pick from the Packers. At pick 24, the Minnesota Vikings selected Donovan Jackson, the guard. He's played 459 snaps this year, totaling only 17 pressures and 2 sacks. He has been improving every single game. And the more I look at this class, dude, the trenches in these classes were the way to go. most of these players, besides Shamar Dank Stewart, that guy blows, have been promising. This offensive line class looks great. These guys have been thrown in and have been league average or better, which is awesome for a rookie season. Donovan Jackson's going to be there for the long haul. This is a great pick. Most Vikings say this is a pick that could have saved their GM Kawisi's job, as he has not made too many great picks. This is definitely one of them. And he's been progressing throughout the whole season. He's making good blocks. Big plays come running behind him. I have to give it a B. And if he keeps playing at this rate, it's going to become an A. He has been a great run blocker. At pick 25, the New York Giants found the steal of the draft with Jaxson Dart. Who else has fun watching Jaxson Dart? Oh my goodness. He is a baller. He would easily be top 5 in this draft, even with playing a limited amount of games and being injured. But dude, he's so electric. He's improved on everything the draft process criticized before. Every single thing, except for his awareness and ability to evade hits. That's what he needs to work on. And my lord, I hope he does, because I'd want to see this man on the field as much as possible. His poise and touch outside the pocket is crazy. He has just zero panic. He looks like a vet. I can't believe it. So far, he's totaled 1,400 yards, 10 TDs, 3 picks, 63% completion. That's very viable. He also has 57 carries, 317 yards, and 7 rushing touchdowns. That's some dual threat ability. The Giants should not be able to mess this up. He is a franchise quarterback. They have cornerstones around him. Man, you can't grade this anything other than an A. Best pick of the draft so far. He is the franchise, and I cannot wait to see him and Malik Neighbors link up next year. It's going to be fun. With pick 26, the Atlanta Falcons traded up to select James Pearce Jr. Guys, this but this trade, it's gonna be connected with James Pearce his whole career. They traded their first round pick for this guy, and it may get everyone in that building fired. We grade the player, though. I like James Pearce. I loved him pre-draft. I thought this was a steal. It's just trading that first round pick is terrible. I full-heartedly believe Jalen Walker and James Pearce is going to be just like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson down the line. Totally. James Pearce's speed to power is insane. It pops off when you see him play, for sure. Once he learns how to use leverage in his hands, oh my God, good luck. Good luck to these offensive tackles, man. I could see 15 sacks per year. So far this year, he's totaled 3 sacks, 23 pressures, over 327 snaps. Good for a 17% win rate, which is very good on passing downs. He's slowly started to come along. With the last game against the Colts, he totaled 4 pressures. This pick is sadly going to be compared to whoever the Rams pick next year, no matter what, because it's going to be a top 10 pick as the Falcons are 3-7. I like Pearce, just not the price, but based off the player, this is a B. He's going to keep getting better, and it could easily be an A by the end of the season. I like James Pearce, just not the trade. At pick 27, the Baltimore Ravens selected Malaki Starks, the safety. Man, this is just another one of my... I love Malaki Starks coming out. He fell in the process due to being his position, safety, and injury concern. It's just like Kyle Hamilton falling and his injury concern, his positional value. Guess what? They're both on the Ravens now. Sorry, NFL. You guys are scared. Now the Ravens have 2 safeties for the next 10 years. I can't make it up. Malaki Starks did have a slow start to the season. But when I tell you it's completely changed these last couple games, it's totally different. Like, he's allowed Kyle Hamilton to be able to move all over the field. He's playing the deep safety role, literally. He's just dropping back in the midfield, center of the field, like the center fielder, Coco Crisp. He's been making plays. He's totaled 2 interceptions with a passer rating against of 98, which is not the greatest. But the past 3 weeks, his passer rating allowed against is at 12. Since the scheme change, as the Ravens fans have said, their defense has been way better covering down the field. And I think a big change is Kyle Hamilton coming up across the line of scrimmage more, sending more blitzes from safeties and corners, and allowing these safeties to drop back and just pick up plays and routes with their eyes and their intelligence for the game. Malaki Starks, due to value, 27. This is an A. At pick 28, the Lions selected Tyleik Williams. Tyleik Williams, it's going to be tough in Detroit. We knew this off rip. Detroit's a place where Dan Campbell, he says, whoever's playing the best is going to play. And there is veteran presence in his way. Playing time, they've been in a heavy rotation as they have DJ Reader still. They're in a rotation. He hasn't been able to get a full snap share, more rotations. But he's continuing to get more snaps. As you saw against the Eagles, he played more. He played good. Had a lot of plays where you saw him make the play and force Saquon Barkley to change directions. So far this season, he's put up 12 pressures, over 260 snaps, while also batting 3 balls, which is kind of crazy from a DT, as batting passes is huge on passing downs. He's put up a 10.1 run rate and an 8.4 pressure rate. As you see, the production's there. He just needs to play more. It seems like a lot of these guys are in this range from C to B where you could tell they're not anywhere near bad picks. It's just some of them haven't played enough yet. So right now, I have to give them a B. I feel like I'm giving so many B's, but these guys have all been good. A lot of them have been good. If not average, which is good for a rookie. If you're not playing bad as a rookie, you're only going to get better. The talent's there. We need to see him play more. B for Tyleik Williams and Detroit. At pick 29, the Commanders selected offensive tackle Josh Conerly. This has been, as the season goes on, I should say, this has been the lone bright spot in a disaster season for the Commanders. These past couple weeks, Josh Conerly's been playing great. As you'll hear, his stats for the whole season are pretty putrid. Over 680 snaps, he's allowed 34 pressures and 6 sacks. When you hear that, what is this guy talking about? He's been terrible. But over the last month, he has not allowed a sack. He's only allowed 2 pressures in the last 2 weeks, over 60 snaps. Like I said, not giving up a sack, which is a huge improvement from earlier this year. As you saw, he was on primetime a lot, and you saw him getting tossed around a lot. This season, he was thrown in the fire by his coaching staff. He's learning a new side of the line. As Larry Tunsil came in, he got pushed to the other side, and he's being left alone on an island a good amount of the games. So, like most grades I've been giving out, with the improvement he's made so far this season, this is a B. The improvement's there, like every rookie tends late in their debut season. B for Josh Conerly. With the 30th selection, Bills Mafia selected Maxwell Harriston, cornerback. Getting injured during your rookie season in the NFL is probably a worst-case scenario season. He's missed more than half of his games. He just came back. Last night, he got injured again with a concussion. But let's talk about when he's on the field. There has been impact when he's on the field. He is by far their best boundary corner on the team, as they're running Tre'Davious White out there. And I don't even know how old he is, but he was getting cooked by Jaden Higgins last night. That's all I know. So far, Maxwell Harriston has totaled 150 snaps, allowing a 76 passer rating. And he also has 2 picks, which 2 picks per every 75 snaps. That's elite. That's fucking awesome. He's on the sideline again. It sucks. When players get hurt their rookie season, it's just horrible because we can't grade him on much. I need to see more. What am I supposed to grade him on? When he's out there, he's been good. So I'm just going to be a poopy grader and give him a C. I need to see him play more. Impact's there. Let's see Maxwell Harriston ball out on the field. At pick 31, the reigning champs added to that elite defensive core, selecting Jihaad Campbell, the linebacker. Man, Why does this team just add more talent every single season? Which it seems like it's for free. They just find falling value wherever they're picking. Man, him, Nakobe Dean, Witherspoon. Not Witherspoon, Quinyon Dang Mitchell. Man. He can't even get on the field all the time anymore because Nakobe Dean's back. Do you guys need this much talent? Dude, over 560 snaps, 16 snaps. He's put up 9 pressures, 40 tackles. His win rate on the freaking line of scrimmage is 20.9. And he has 13 stops. Dude, he is moving all throughout the field. He's not even playing in his main position now. Now Nakobe Dean's back. This is nothing other than an A. Value at 31. The reigning champs got better. They have a middle linebacker for years to come. Dang, bro, I'm sick of NFL teams allowing players like Jihaad Campbell to follow due to injury concern. If you see the talent in college, pick the player. He's going to translate. A for Jihaad Campbell and Philly. To close out the first round, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Josh Simmons. Another value pick, sadly. The 2 Super Bowl appearance players probably get 2 of the top 5 most valuable picks because of injury and concern for other teams. This pick was awesome for the Chiefs. Many had him as a top tackle in the draft if it wasn't for injury to his patella, which is a big injury, let's be honest. This was a dream scenario to the Chiefs, as they said. Coming off a Super Bowl appearance, you can't think of anything better than getting an offensive tackle on your blind side that could be there for Patty Mahomes' rest of his career. It's been an up and down season for the former Buckeye, for sure. He's missed games due to personal matter, but let's look at the bright side. He's only allowed 1 sack, over 380 snaps, and only allowing 16 pressures. He also has the basis of the Chiefs' refs bias. He's going to get called for less holding calls, so he has none. The first week back this week, he held his own against Denver's sack attack, which is the best almost of all time. It could be this year. They're on pace. He had the worst game of his short career, but what do you expect? He's finally back for the Chiefs, and he's going to continue to improve, but he's a stud. Sadly, the Chiefs get another great selection in the draft. Josh Simmons still has a lot of room to grow, and he's in a key position. Very high value. This has to be an A for the Chiefs. That's going to do it for the first round grades. I'm probably going to be releasing a in-depth draft class grading after the season, but in the meantime, let me know who you guys think the steal of the first round was. And I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.